Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the build. Happy Friday. Yesterday was not a good day, so I didn't make a video yesterday. I had the camera going a little bit here and there, and I'll cut that in here as we're talking, but it was one of those days. We should know better by now because we were definitely due for a day that just went to absolute crap. So we started out the day yesterday up on the roof. We had a few of the seams on those roof panels that weren't quite looking as nice. You can't really tell when we put them up because the sun was on this side of the building. But in the morning with that side of the building in the shade, you could really see some of those seams. So we went up there and kind of fixed those a little bit or tweaked some of the panels a little bit and then screwed in our top ribs at the seams and got that done. So that was okay.
Morning!
Are you happy today?
I'm ready to go home.
Take me home.
Take me home, please.
And then after we got done on the roof, I did this to a ladder. This has not been a very good job for ladders. It's been a little violent, but we got some brand new ladders now, which is super nice. So the actual progress we got done. Donovan was down here and got some of the wall steel up. This was also incredibly challenging. One of the things I didn't mention already is yesterday was very windy, so we didn't continue with the roofing yesterday. So between gusts, he was able to get some of the panels up on here, and that was also kind of frustrating too because it was windy, and like as you're holding the panel getting ready to put it up there, a big gust comes in. It's not, working with these big sheets in the wind is not particularly fun or enjoyable, but we got some of the panels on there so you can see the color is starting to show. Very excited about seeing some color up here on the building. Now while Donovan was working on the walls, Jack and I were in the lift working on getting the soffit installed up in here through this end, and that is where we encounter our next oopsie. so many things yesterday. So on this build up here we have the fascia piece, and then we have this cap piece which wraps the roof line down onto the fascia. That piece is not supposed to go onto the end here. This gets a bigger cap that we install later after the roof. So we got all this installed, and we are working on doing the same thing on the other end to finish up the little bit we had down there, and we didn't have enough of that cap piece, and we started wondering why we didn't have enough of that cap piece. Well, that's because we use it all to cap all the way up through here and all the way back down again, and that's only supposed to go onto the side walls. So we're gonna pull down what we put up, which is fairly easy to get down. We've only just nailed it on top for now, and then we can reuse it as we go down that side wall, but we will be short a piece or two, so we'll have to go pick up another piece of that. But we got to that point of being like, oh, what the hell, how is this today? And then we called it a day. We're like, yeah, this is one of those days that's not going well at all. That's one of those realities that I learned when we started on the renovation project, where it's like some days just don't work, and it's, no matter what you do, the universe is just fighting against you, and you're never going to beat the universe. So, yeah, let's just see how today goes. It's going to be a short day. We're taking another short day for Friday, which I am very much looking forward to. So the wind is very calm right now. So we're going to try and get a few sheets of roofing up before the wind starts picking up later today. And then we'll probably get back to soffits and setting windows or something like that.
I'm going to have overhang to do it.
I understand what you're saying. I see them too. Nice and still, no wind.
Okay, hang on, guys. Do it.
Careful your ass.
How are you fitting up there?
Oh,
Smack your head?
the buckle on the back of my back flipped up.
Oh.
Just the right moment I was reaching over.
So we're going to need to do a bunch of shifting here. So I think we're going to have to move.
Just move this in a smidge.
And then,
Okay, that's good.
but after this is set, Matt, we're going to move the telehandler, we're going to move the scissor lift, we're going to move his plank. So good. Who's this? This is our service tech.
Ah. So one of the things I forgot to mention during my little recap of yesterday is the lift. We found a hydraulic leak on it too, so that was fun. So just stopped by to get that fixed. Things are going pretty well. We got a few sheets up already, and the wind is still within tolerable levels, I guess. I'm ready to move. Yep.
Let's move, yeah.
Oh.
Wait, stay right where you are. Don't go any further. I'm going to go on the other side of you.
Oh.
happy with that.
Okay.
Get locked almost enough to hit it.
Yeah. Can you reach that part of the hook in? Because this is where I want the ladder.
I will go up. I'm gonna go up the truss.
For the next sheet? Okay.
Yeah, let's go up. That'd be easier.
Okay.
Like the wind's holding off okay too, which is nice. You moved the anchor point, so now we can keep on working.
Show me your butt.
Come in. Help me up.
Still good.
Flyaway shots real quick.
I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning.
All right, back down on the ground. That's lunchtime. I'm pretty happy with that. The wind's been really holding off, and that's quite a bit of progress, actually. At least compared to yesterday, that's a lot of progress. Huh?
Yeah.
If we use yesterday as the standard for every day going forward.
The first 2 hours today, we got more done today in 2 hours than we did yesterday.
Yep. I love it. You can't even see the other roof.
No.
Just leave it open. All the skylight.
Oh, you got
Right to the sky.
It's just a show site. You don't have to worry about this.
Oh yeah, that's right. Leave the rest of the building undone.
Yeah, because
So
this is just a show.
Get a little facade.
Yeah. Like a movie set.
Uh-huh. With a little more roof on there, I want to see how it looks from the inside. Should start feeling like an actual building space now. That is cool. That is cool. I'm loving it. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, the wind's still cooperating, so we're gonna keep on rolling with this and see how far we get in the next, what, hour and a half? Hour?
Something like that.
Something like that? Okay, back on the roof. Screw delivery service. Okay, we are on to the last sheet, which should be kind of different because now we can't go over here with the ladder. We have to come on this side of it, so kind of working left-handed on this sheet.
I'm holding it in place. Not thinking. I won't be able to hold it.
Alright, let's see if I can do this left-handed.
Matt,
Yes.
can I hand you the back driver?
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Got it?
Yes.
Actually, can we shift this over? I gotta get into this.
Wherever you want it.
I had to go over one
Which way?
to the north. Hang on, other way. Other north.
Other north. Okay.
Like that. So I have to get to this. I gotta get there and here. Okay. Oh, oh! I'm out of cord. It's a sudden stop when you run out of cable. We got down to here. We need a partial sheet to fill this, but there is the first kind of side with some actual roof on it. Are you happy, Jack?
I'm happy.
Your fans happy for you?
My fans. Shout out to all my fans.
Oh, my fans.
My one fan.
You and Dennis?
Me and Dennis. I got you, Dennis. You alright?
Oh, I'm so flexible.
You are. You okay?
So that's gonna do it for the progress today. It's kind of weird, like a half day is more productive than a full day was yesterday. It's kind of weird like that. So we got what we got? That first section of roof there, all except for that partial piece on the end, which is crazy. I think we started summer back in here today and got all this laid in about probably 3 hours or so, maybe 3.5 hours. So we're all packed up for the weekend. Telehandler's holding our sheets in place so they don't blow away. And since there wasn't a whole lot today, and because it's extremely difficult to get any kind of good camera coverage up there when I have to be climbing around, I haven't been able to show a whole lot of details of how the roof system actually works for those of you who haven't seen this before, like I haven't. So I thought I'd just kind of run through the panel system here real quick to kind of round out this episode. So roof panels and wall panels are exactly the same. You have this kind of rib design that overlaps onto the next sheet, and there are two different styles of final ribs. There's this one which has this little tail thing sticking out of the side, and this one which doesn't have that extra little bit of material over there to our right. And they just sit something like that. So the way we've been screwing these off is we have a screw down in the valley next to every rib all the way down, and then we come back and we'll put a screw straight through this piece, and then into the purlin below, which really sucks these together and makes that seam nice and tight. So that's how the screwing pattern will work on that. Another detail which I haven't been able to show too much because I'm at the top, not the bottom, is that along the bottom here we have these foam pieces which go up in here right along the bottom. That'll prevent wind or anything from getting underneath the sheet. So that fills the little voids here as you're looking up in here. That foam fills all of the ribs and channels up through there. And then lastly, here are the screws that we're using. They're like a self-tapping, self-drilling screw which can go through the metal and then suck down into the wood beneath. And they have a rubber washer thing on here, so as you're cranking down on the screw, that washer compresses and forms your seal to keep the hole you made with the screw from leaking. One little trick, I don't know if it's super clear on video, is that to get these things started, the easiest thing to do is to kind of get it started a little bit and then smack the back of the drill, and that'll puncture the steel enough so the tip will actually start. I find that helps quite a bit than trying to sit there and press on it. That initial jerk will push that tip through the steel enough to start butting into the wood, and it'll just start pulling right through. So that's my first time doing any kind of metal roofing. It's definitely different and weird. And at least with this 1212, my body needs some it needs some stretching, because you're up there trying to, there's nowhere, like, you can't really sit and rest your body weight anywhere, so you're kind of like bracing yourself in different positions the whole time, trying to hold the weight of your body and not fall off or find somewhere to slide or whatever. So it's definitely it's a very physical, tensing activity of being up there. It's definitely, it takes a little bit of getting used to. The other thing with the the fall harness thing. It's really nice. I had that retractable one, which is kind of nice. You don't have to worry about it, but it does introduce one other level of things up there, is that the retraction spring on there has enough tension on it that you have to always be compensating and working against that retraction spring, because you're always getting pulled back towards the anchor point. So that takes a little getting used to as well, and it adds a little more to the physical nature of just being up there. One thing that we were talking about after we got done today is how much of a difference it makes once you get through a few of them and you kind of find a rhythm for things. It's like those first few sheets were kind of like agonizingly slow as you're trying to figure out what's the best way to do with these things with the people you have and where you need to be, how to get there. Once you do it a few times, you kind of realize that there's a little bit of a dance to it of where you need to be, where to put the screws and all that. Then it gets a lot easier and things get flowing really nicely. One trick I'll share too is I'm not completely blindly driving screws to hit purlins every time. I'm actually using the rungs on the ladder as an indicator of where I need to go, because the rungs are always in the same spot the whole way down, and I just kind of know where on each rung the screw should go, and that helps me a lot to be able to actually hit a purlin almost every time. So this thing is starting to really come together, and I am, extremely excited, extremely ecstatic to be at this point where it's actually starting to look like a building, which is also kind of weird because you can't see through it as much anymore. And then once you can't see through it anymore, then it's actually a building. And that makes me pretty happy. Much better progress today. We're feeling a lot better than we were at the end of the day yesterday. So thank you as always for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments on the barn thing or whatever, please feel free to leave me a comment. As always, I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. And until next time, happy woodworking. It's a barn thing.